Hey, what's going on, Your Charisma team? Nathan Olson here from yourcharisma.com, helping you create your brand your way. On this channel, we do a lot of social media marketing help as well as Instagram tips. So if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Today, we're going to be continuing off of part one in a previous video. This is going to be how to grow and scale your YouTube channel, how to increase subscribers, viewers, and to focus on some really important YouTube metrics. Coming up. Tip number one, constantly change the focus of your video. Due to the shrinking attention span of YouTube viewers nowadays, it's important to constantly interrupt them by changing the focus of your camera or even bringing in some content to help add value to the information that you're delivering currently. I know a ton of great YouTubers that provide valuable content on a consistent basis. However, the delivery for their YouTube videos is subpar at best. Because of this, being able to amass an audience or even individuals that want to watch your videos becomes a struggle. Simply adding some content of value to help kind of visualize the message that you're trying to put into the video, or even changing the focus and camera angle, can add a lot of creativity and variation to your YouTube video that keeps the viewer active and engaged. So when you're going through your editing process, try to think of little areas where you could add some valuable content to help the viewer understand what you're trying to say. And even better yet, if you find some areas where you really want to emphasize a certain point, try to zoom in on your face or zoom in on the person speaking to show emphasis on what they're saying. Tip number two, create series and playlists. Just like your favorite binge-worthy Netflix show, your YouTube content should be seamless. One video should flow into the next. The content from the prior should be used to help set up the viewer for the content coming. You can think of this for a perfect example is you're creating a how-to video, trying to explain some type of service, industry, or maybe even some type of task that you're helping the viewer complete. The next video after that should be an implementation or an optimization video, showcasing, hey, we've already understand how this works and how to put it in. Now let's implement it and find some strategies on to better improve the process. This is going to be a great way to increase your overall user session time, as well as the amount of views for each of your videos. As one video attracts the user, the other videos are there to keep them on the platform and keep them on your channel. As they flow from one video to the next, this is really where those end screen CTAs really come in handy. The end screen CTAs should provide valuable content to the viewer in order to help them along their journey. You have to think, as an individual, when you stumble across a how-to video, you're probably not just going to stop there, or you're not going to stop needing help right there. So as your content continues to help them throughout the process, you've established a better connection with your viewer and you've helped them a ton along the way. So creating seamless content or even series content can be a great way to increase that overall user session time. Already have a ton of content created? Don't worry, you can create playlists in order to create the same series style structure that we've talked about previously. Creating playlists can be as simple as connecting all of your motivational videos into one area, or even all of your funny videos into one area. They can be even as complex as organizing them in a manner that creates a real flow and journey for your viewers. Think about some creative and interesting ways that you can set up playlists for your specific viewer profiles in your audience. Make sure to think about how your audience would think about each playlist and how it may help them or provide value in the long run. Tip number three, create a compelling about page. You ever been to a party where you don't really know anybody? Feels kind of awkward, doesn't it? Well, when a new viewer lands onto your YouTube channel, they feel the same way. They don't know who you are or what you stand for. And just like with everyone on the internet, there's just so many fake accounts and bot accounts that it's hard to tell who's real and who's fake. So because of this, a lot of viewers have a guard or a shield that's put up before they let new influencers or new content creators in. They want to make sure that they can trust what they're saying and who they are. Creating an about page can be a perfect way to display your personality as well as your character and to really win the viewer over. You want them motivated to watch your next video or even their first video. Creating a perfect about page can be as simple as writing a short story about your overall personal struggles or your personal goals. It can be as complex as describing your brand story, its upbringing, and its overall creation. However you write it, it should be descriptive and creative. The whole goal is to create an emotional connection between the viewer and the channel owner. So take time and make sure to really think about the message and maybe even the personality that you're trying to portray for your YouTube channel. It might be a little bit different from other social media platforms, so make sure it's fine-tuned to YouTube itself. Tip number 4, start engaging within your niche. As we've talked about on other social platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's important to engage within your niche. This is a perfect way to introduce your brand and who you are to other influencers and possible followers on that platform. You can use this as a perfect way to have a positive introduction as well. Leaving an important, maybe even value-specific content can be a great way to amass followers from the comment section itself. I know a huge strategy for Instagram as well as even YouTube is to go through the comment section of really popular videos. Become a comment king. Start providing value, answering questions, and even doing the upkeep that maybe the channel owner can't really keep up with for that specific video. You're not only introducing yourself in a positive light, but you're already giving value by responding to those questions and comments. Therefore, all of those individuals that commented and maybe saw your reply are going to have a higher chance of going back to your YouTube channel and reciprocating that type of engagement or even subscribing and watching a couple of your videos. And it's all about the exposure. Once you've got them onto your channel, if you have good content and a solid channel art and channel introduction, then it's going to be easy to convert them into a subscriber and to keep them for a long time. So it's important to always engage within your niche, especially on influencer pages or influencer channels that really have a high amount of comments and engagement. This can be a great way to just spark a conversation with random YouTube subscribers in order to start amassing a following that way. It all takes a little bit of time, but this can be the best word of mouth marketing for your channel possible. Make sure to implement this strategy in your next YouTube channel video. All right, guys, last but not least, tip number 5. Always optimize and implement a strong YouTube SEO strategy. We're talking about keywords and cards. Keywords work exactly the same way on YouTube as they do for Google. They are really popular search queries that tend to show up on the platform. YouTube being the second largest search engine platform, it's important to always think about strong keywords and strong search phrases that might relate to the video or even in the content at hand. Start thinking about important keywords that relate to both your channel and your content at hand. You should always try to keep a consistent handful of channel tags that relate to the entirety of your channel as a whole. This is a great way to really start increasing the rankings for really competitive keywords. Also, don't forget to include common misspellings or common euphemisms in mainstream society today. Search queries can be as personalized as possible, meaning that common misspellings and euphemisms tend to be really highly searched volume keywords, but they don't have a ton of content to back them up because most of the things that they're searching for just aren't the proper ways to spell things or isn't the proper verbiage for that specific search query. So content creators tend to go with the correct spelling or the correct verbiage. However, that might not always match up with what people are searching for. So it's important to always think about those common words or common misspellings that we use in society today, but aren't actual dictionary words or aren't real words in the English language. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. Make sure to stay tuned to the next one. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and drop them in the comment section down below. I love talking to you guys and connecting with you, and I'd love to help you with anything that you have problems with. So make sure to stay tuned to the next video, and I'll see you there.